Afternoon, folks. Brian here. Monday, July 29, 2024. With respect to the incoming space weather, let's do a refresher on what we can expect, how space weather can affect us in different ways. So our brains and our hearts operate off of electrical as well as chemical signals and impulses. If you introduce highly charged particles, we can begin to malfunction and go cuckoo. Let's go over the list, as I've done a great many times. This is mostly for the new people. So geomagnetic storm. We have different types or wavelengths of radiation that are emitted from the sun during these storms. The initial flash that we see, the bright flash, is the hard X-rays. Traveling at the speed of light takes only 8 minutes to reach us. If it's strong enough, it can affect some of us. That part's gone now. So what's coming is the coronal mass ejections, the CMEs. A freight train of them, as I call them. Or so they say. Unless Sal out there is going to deflect them again. We'll see. So these symptoms are common that a lot of people can feel. Not everybody realizes what it is and what's causing them. Let's go through the list. Neurological things that we can feel. Headaches, migraines, including those who are not predisposed to having headaches and migraines. Frontal lobe compression, temporal stabbing. Dizziness, vertigo, a feeling of unwell. Tinnitus, ringing in the ears, high-pitched, visual problems. Skin irritation, burning, joint pain, gastrointestinal issues. People with multiple sclerosis and arthritis, flare-ups. Fatigue, exhaustion, lethargy, sleep issues. Neuropsychological, that which makes us go cuckoo, is an important one. Mood swings, irritable, argumentative, easily triggered, increased sensitivity. I'm going to stop for a minute. If you were planning on having a discussion with your spouse, like say, I don't know, family finances or anything else which could be a stressful situation, put it on hold. Don't do it. You're going to be easily triggered, argumentative. Confusion, anxiety, worrying, depression, sadness, despair. You can have racing thoughts, or you can have brain fogging. You just stop thinking. Behavioral changes, outbursts, rage, violence. There are increased incidents of admission to psych wards in hospitals, and unfortunately increased incidents of suicides. The highly charged particles do affect your cognitive ability, cognitive changes. So your cognitive abilities is your ability to learn, memorize, decision-making, creative thinking, speaking, problem-solving, reasoning can all be affected. Another thing which I have a lot of personal experience in management of, those with mental health issues, autism, ASD, ADD, ADHD, OCD, anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, etc., can all be amplified, can be very easily triggered into a state of psychosis, extreme violence, and rage. You'll find increased incidents of road rage, airline passenger incidents, etc. Having this information on hand is more important than anything else in how we prepare ourselves. And better watching over those people, people with cardiac issues as well. keep them at rest. Watch them extra carefully. Everybody, keep yourself hydrated. Try not to plan anything that's stressful or unsafe. Remember, vertigo, dizziness. If you're thinking about climbing a ladder to clean your gutters, for example, just don't do it. That's as equally as dangerous as trying to start a discussion with your spouse about whatever. Try and plan a relaxing day. Go for a swim, do yoga, read a book, walk in the forest, and so forth. I said this was going to happen. It's going to change the forecast modeling, and it has or will. I question whether it's actually going to happen, because so many times since the last superstorm in May, when we briefly reached G5, well, we'll see. The next thing to expect, and this has been proven, despite what anybody else says, it does matter the bow shock. So the energy, the CME, will bow shock hit the sun side of the Earth, but it will also wrap around the Earth to the tail. But primarily, the sun side impact is very important. Those highly charged particles do penetrate the Earth's crust. And within 12 to 72 hours, there is a 75% chance of a seismic or volcanic event to happen. As I have shown so many times, this is why it's important when I calculate what is going to be the day side impact. It's been proven many a times. Also remember, these models, these forecasts are plus or minus 6 hours. Could come sooner, could come later. So we already had a few inbounds, and I said after that X-class flare that this might catch up and just kick the other two in the butt and say, get going, I'm going to overtake you, and we're just going to combine together to be a massive freight train crashing into the planet. Or not. I think that is all for now.